Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is a Japanese video game series and media franchise created and owned by Sega. The franchise follows Sonic, an anthropomorphic blue hedgehog who battles the evil Dr. Eggman, a mad scientist. The main Sonic the Hedgehog games are platformers mostly developed by Sonic Team. Other games, developed by various studios, include spin-offs in the racing, fighting, party, and sports genres. The franchise also incorporates printed media, animations, a 2020 feature film, and merchandise. The first Sonic game, released in 1991 for the Sega Genesis, was developed after Sega requested a mascot character to compete with Nintendo's mascot Mario. Its success helped Sega become one of the leading video game companies during the fourth generation of video game consoles in the early 1990s. Sega Technical Institute developed the next three Sonic games, plus the spin-off Sonic Spinball 1993. After a hiatus during the unsuccessful Saturn era, the first major 3D Sonic game, Sonic Adventure, was released in 1998 for the Dreamcast. Sega exited the console market and shifted to third-party development in 2001, continuing the series on Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation systems. While Sonic games often have unique game mechanics and stories, they feature recurring elements such as the ring-based health system, level locales, and fast-paced gameplay. Games typically feature Sonic setting out to stop Eggman's schemes for world domination, and the player navigates levels that include springs, slopes, bottomless pits, and vertical loops. While Sonic and Eggman were the only characters introduced in the first game, the series would go on to have a large cast of characters. Some, such as Miles, Tails, Prower, Knuckles, the Echidna, and Shadow the Hedgehog, have starred in spin-offs. The franchise has crossed over with other video game franchises in games such as Mario and Sonic, Sega All-Stars, and Super Smash Bros. Sonic the Hedgehog is Sega's flagship franchise and one of the best-selling video game franchises, selling over 140 million by 2016 and grossing over $6 billion as of 2020. Series sales and free-to-play mobile game downloads totaled 1.14 billion as of 2020. The Genesis Sonic games have been described as representative of the culture of the 1990s and listed among the greatest of all time. Although later games, notably the 2006 series reboot, have been criticized for a perceived decline in quality, Sonic is influential in the video game industry and is frequently referenced in popular culture. The franchise is also known for its fandom that produces unofficial media, such as fan art and fangames. History: 1991–1996, Conception and Genesis games. By 1990, Japanese video game company Sega wanted a foothold in the video game console market with its 16-bit console, the Sega Genesis. Sega's efforts to break into the market had been stymied by the dominance of Nintendo. As such, the Genesis did not have a large install base, and Nintendo did not take Sega seriously as a competitor. Sega of America CEO Michael Katz attempted to challenge Nintendo with the Genesis Does What Nintendo marketing campaign and by collaborating with athletes and celebrities to create games. These efforts did not break Nintendo's dominance, and Katz was replaced as CEO by Tom Kalinske, formerly of Mattel. Sega Enterprises president Hayao Nakayama decided Sega needed a flagship series and mascot to compete with Nintendo's Mario franchise. Nintendo had recently released Super Mario Bros. 3, at the time the best-selling video game ever. Sega's strategy had been based on porting its successful arcade games to the Genesis. However, Nakayama recognized that Sega needed a star character in a game that could demonstrate the power of the Genesis's hardware. An internal contest was held to determine a flagship game with a specific focus on the American audience. Among the various teams working on proposals were artist Naoto Oshima and programmer Yuji Naka. The gameplay of Sonic the Hedgehog 1991 originated with a tech demo created by Naka, who had developed an algorithm that allowed a sprite to move smoothly on a curve by determining its position with a dot matrix. Naka's prototype was a platform game that involved a fast-moving character rolling in a ball through a long winding tube. Sega management accepted the duo's project, and they were joined by designer Hirokazu Yasuhara. After Yasuhara joined Naka and Oshima, their focus shifted to the protagonist, who Sega hoped could become its mascot. The protagonist was initially a rabbit able to grasp objects with prehensile ears, but the concept proved too complex for available hardware. The team moved on to animals that could roll into a ball and eventually settled on Sonic, a teal hedgehog created by Oshima. Naka's prototype was then fleshed out with Oshima's character design and levels conceived by Yasuhara. Sonic's color was chosen to match Sega's cobalt blue logo, and his red and white shoes were inspired by the cover of Michael Jackson's 1987 album Bad. His personality was based on Bill Clinton's can-do attitude. The antagonist, Dr. Eggman, was another character Oshima had designed for the contest. The development team thought the abandoned design was excellent and retooled the character into a villain. The team took the name Sonic Team for the game's release. Sonic's first appearance came in Sega M3's racing game Rad Mobile 1991, 5 months before the release of Sonic the Hedgehog. The Sonic developers let M3 use Sonic because they were interested in getting the character visible to the public. Although Katz was certain that Sonic would not be popular with American children, after replacing him, Kalinsk arranged to place Sonic the Hedgehog as the pack-in game with the Genesis. Featuring speedy gameplay, Sonic the Hedgehog received critical acclaim, greatly increased the popularity of the Sega Genesis in North America, and is credited with helping Sega gain 65% of the market share against Nintendo. Naka was dissatisfied with his treatment at Sega and felt he received little credit for his involvement in the success. He quit but was hired by Mark Cerny to work at the US-based Sega Technical Institute (STI), with a higher salary and more creative freedom. Yasuhara also decided to move to STI. STI began work on Sonic the Hedgehog 2 1992 in November 1991. Level artist Yasushi Yamaguchi designed Sonic's new sidekick. Like its predecessor, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was a major success, but its development suffered from the language barrier and cultural differences between the Japanese and American developers. While STI developed Sonic 2, Oshima led a team in Japan to create Sonic CD for the Genesis's CD, ROM accessory, the Sega CD. It was conceived as an enhanced port of Sonic 2, but evolved into a separate project. Once development on Sonic 2 concluded, Cerny departed and was replaced by Roger Hector. STI was divided into two teams, the Japanese developers led by Naka, and the American developers. The Japanese began work on Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Sonic 3 was initially developed as an isometric game using the Sega Virtua processor chip, but was restarted as a more conventional side-scrolling game after the chip was delayed. It introduced Sonic's rival Knuckles, created by artist Takeshi Thomas Yuda. Due to an impending promotion with McDonald's and cartridges size constraints, the project was split in two. The first half, Sonic 3, was released in February 1994, and the second, Sonic and Knuckles, a few months later. The Sonic and Knuckles cartridge contains an adapter that allows players to connect it to Sonic 3, creating a combined game, Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, as with their predecessors, were acclaimed. To release a Sonic game in time for the 1993 holiday shopping season, Sega commissioned the American team to make a new game, the spin-off Sonic Spinball. While Spinball received poor reviews, it sold well and helped build the reputation of its developers. In 1996, towards the end of the Genesis's life cycle, Sega released Sonic 3D Blast, an isometric game based on the original Sonic 3 concept, as the system still had a large install base. It was the final Sonic game produced for the Genesis, and was developed as a swan song for the system. since Sonic Team was preoccupied with Nights into Dreams 1996. 3D Blast was outsourced to the British studio Traveller's Tales. While 3D Blast sold well, it was criticized for its gameplay, controls, and slow pace. A number of Sonic games were developed for Sega's 8-bit consoles, the Master System, and the handheld Game Gear. The first, an 8-bit version of the original Sonic, was developed by Ancient to promote the Game Gear and released in December 1991. Aspect Company developed most of the subsequent 8-bit Sonic games, beginning with a version of Sonic 2. Other Sonic games released during this period include Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, a Western localization of the Japanese puzzle game Puyo Puyo, Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, an arcade game, and Knuckles Chaotix, a spin-off for the Genesis's 32X add-on starring Knuckles. 1996–1998 Saturn Error. Following the release of Sonic and Knuckles in 1994, Yasuhara quit Sega and Naka returned to Japan, having been offered a role as a producer. He was reunited with Oshima and brought with him Takeshi Iizuka, who had worked with Naka's team at SDI. With Naka's return, Sonic Team was officially formed as a brand. Sonic Team began to work on a new intellectual property, Nights into Dreams, for Sega's 32-bit Saturn console. Meanwhile, in America, SDI worked on Sonic X-Treme, a 3D Sonic game for the Saturn intended for the 1996 holiday shopping season. Development was hindered by disputes between Sega of America and Japan, Naka's refusal to let SDI use the Knights game engine, and problems adapting the series to 3D. After two lead developers became ill, X-Treme was cancelled. Journalists and fans have speculated about the impact X-Treme might have had if it was released, with producer Mike Wallis believing it definitely would have been competitive with the first 3D Mario game, Super Mario 64 1996. Due to X-Treme's cancellation, Sega ported Sonic 3D Blast to the Saturn with updated graphics and bonus levels developed by Sonic Team. In 1997, Sega announced Project Sonic, a promotional campaign aimed at increasing market awareness of and renewing excitement for the Sonic brand. The first Project Sonic release was Sonic Jam, a compilation of the main Genesis Sonic games, which included a 3D overworld Sonic Team used to experiment with 3D Sonic gameplay. Sonic Team and Traveller's Tales collaborated again on the second Project Sonic game. Sonic Jam was well received, while Sonic R's reviews were more divided. The cancellation of Sonic X-Treme, as well as the Saturn's general lack of Sonic games, are considered important factors in the Saturn's commercial failure. According to Nick Thorpe of Retro Gamer, by mid-1997 Sonic had essentially been shuffled into the background. It was astonishing to see that just 6 years after his debut, Sonic was already retro. 1998–2005 Jump to 3D. With its Sonic Jam experiments, Sonic Team began developing a 3D Sonic platformer for the Saturn. The project stemmed from a proposal by Iizuka to develop a Sonic role-playing video game RPG with an emphasis on storytelling. Development moved to Sega's new console, the Dreamcast, which Naka believed would allow for the ultimate Sonic game. Sonic Adventure, directed by Iizuka and released in 1998, was one of the first sixth-generation video games. It introduced elements that became series staples, such as artist Yuji Yukawa's new character designs influenced by comics and animation. In 1999, Iizuka and 11 other Sonic Team members were located to San Francisco and established Sonic Team USA. Sonic Team USA developed the more action-oriented Sonic Adventure 2 2001. Before the release, Oshima left Sega to form Artoon. While both adventure games were well received and the first sold over 2 million copies, consumer interest in the Dreamcast quickly faded, and Sega's attempts to spur sales through lower prices and cash rebates caused escalating financial losses. In January 2001, Sega announced it was discontinuing the Dreamcast to become a third-party developer. The following December, Sega released an expanded port of Sonic Adventure 2 for Nintendo's GameCube. Afterward, Sonic Team USA developed the first multi-platform Sonic game, Sonic Heroes 2003 for the GameCube, Microsoft's Xbox, and Sony's PlayStation 2. The game, again directed by Iizuka, was designed for a broad audience, and Sonic Team revived elements not seen since the Genesis era, such as special stages and the Chaotix characters. Reviews for Sonic Heroes were mixed. While its graphics and gameplay were praised, critics felt it failed to address the problems of previous Sonic games, such as the camera. Sonic Team also ported Sonic Adventure with additional content to the GameCube in 2003 and Windows in 2004. Sega continued to release 2D Sonic games. In 1999, it collaborated with SNK to produce Sonic the Hedgehog Pocket Adventure, an adaptation of Sonic 2 for the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Some SNK staff formed DIMPS the following year and developed original 2D Sonic games Sonic Advance 2001, Sonic Advance 2 2002, and Sonic Advance 3 2004 for Nintendo's Game Boy Advance GBA. Sonic Advance was the first original Sonic game released for a Nintendo console after Sega and Nintendo's fierce rivalry in the 1990s. It was outsourced to DIMPS because Sonic Team was understaffed with employees familiar with the GBA. DIMPS also developed Sonic Rush 2005 for the Nintendo DS, which uses a 2.5D perspective. DIMPS's projects received generally favorable reviews. To introduce older games to new fans, Sonic Team developed two compilations, Sonic Mega Collection 2002 and Sonic Gems Collection 2005. Further spin-offs included the party game Sonic Shuffle 2000, the pinball game Sonic Pinball Party 2003, and the fighting game Sonic Battle 2003. 2005-2010 franchise struggles. After completing Sonic Heroes, Sonic Team USA was renamed Sega Studios USA. Its next project was Shadow the Hedgehog 2005, a spin-off starring the popular Adventure 2 character Shadow. While Shadow retains most elements from previous Sonic games, it was aimed at a mature audience and introduced third-person shooting and nonlinear gameplay. Shadow the Hedgehog was panned for its controls, level design, and mature themes, but was a commercial success, selling at least 1.59 million units. For the franchise's 15th anniversary in 2006, Sonic Team developed Sonic Riders Sonic the Hedgehog and a GBA port of the original Sonic. Sonic Riders, the first Sonic racing game since Sonic R, was designed to appeal extreme sports fans as well as regular Sonic fans. With a more realistic setting than previous entries, Sonic the Hedgehog, commonly referred to as Sonic 6, was intended to reboot the series for seventh-generation consoles, such as the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. The development faced serious problems. Naka, the last of the original Sonic development team, resigned as head of Sonic. Ryan Shea of Game Informer wrote that it became synonymous with the struggles the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise had faced in recent years. Sonic 6 was meant to be a return to the series' roots, but it ended up damning the franchise in the eyes of many. The first Sonic game for the Wii, Sonic and the Secret Rings 2007, takes place in the world of Arabian. Citing lengthy development times, Sega switched plans and conceived a game that would use the motion detection of the Wii remote. Sega released a sequel, Sonic and the Black Knight, set in the world of King Arthur, in 2009. Secret Rings and Black Knight form what is known as the Sonic Storybook subseries. A Sonic Riders sequel, Zero Gravity 2008, was developed for the Wii and PlayStation 2. DIMPS returned to the Sonic series with Sonic Rush Adventure, a sequel to Sonic Rush, in 2007, while BioWare developed the first Sonic RPG, Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood 2008, also for the DS. Backbone Entertainment developed two Sonic games exclusive to the PlayStation Portable, Sonic Rivals 2006 and Sonic Rivals 2 2007. Sonic Team began working on Sonic Unleashed 2008 in 2005. It was conceived as a sequel to Adventure 2, but became a standalone entry after Sonic Team introduced innovations to separate it from the adventure games. With Unleashed, Sonic Team sought to combine the best aspects of 2D and 3D Sonic games and address criticisms of previous 3D entries, although reviews were mixed. 2010 present, refocusing, and new directions. Iizuka was installed as the head of Sonic Team in 2010 and became the Sonic producer. Iizuka felt Sonic was struggling because it lacked unified direction, so Sonic Team refocused on more traditional side-scrolling elements and fast-paced gameplay. Sonic the Hedgehog 4, a side-scrolling episodic sequel to Sonic and Knuckles co-developed by Sonic Team and DIMPS, began with Episode I in 2010, followed by Episode Roman 2 in 2012. Later in 2010, Sega released Sonic Colors for the Wii and DS, which expanded on the well-received aspects of Unleashed and introduced the Wisp power-ups. For the series' 20th anniversary in 2011, Sega released Sonic Generations for the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Windows. A separate version was developed by DIMPS for the Nintendo 3DS. Sonic Generations featured reimagined versions of levels from previous Sonic games and reintroduced the classic Sonic design from the Genesis era. These efforts were better received, especially in comparison to Sonic 6 and Unleashed. In May 2013, Nintendo announced it was collaborating with Sega to produce Sonic games for its Wii U and 3DS platforms. The first game in the partnership, 2013's Sonic Lost World, was also the first Sonic game for 8th generation hardware. Both were released for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Windows in 2017. Sonic Mania was developed by the independent game developers Pagoda West Games and Headcanon, with a staff comprising members of the Sonic fandom. White had conceived the project and served as director. The game, which emulates the gameplay and visuals of the Genesis entries, was hailed as a return to form for the franchise. Meanwhile, Sonic Team developed Sonic Forces, which revives the dual gameplay of Sonic Generations along with a third gameplay. Sonic Forces received mixed reviews, with criticism for its short length. In 2019, Sega released a kart racing game, Team Sonic Racing 2019, developed by Sumo Digital. In May 2021, Sega announced several Sonic projects for the series' 30th anniversary, including a remaster of Sonic Colors, the compilation Sonic Origins, and the 2022 game Sonic Rangers. Characters and story. The Sonic franchise is known for its large cast of characters. Sonic the Fighter's 1996 producer Yu Suzuki joked that anyone who makes a Sonic game has the duty to create new characters. The first game introduced Sonic, a blue hedgehog who can run at incredible speeds, and Dr. Eggman, a rotund mad scientist. During the Genesis era, Eggman was referred to as Dr. Ivo Robotnik in Western territories. Sega of America's Dean Sitton made the change without consulting the Japanese developers, who did not want a single character to have two different names. Since Sonic Adventure, the character has been referred to as Eggman in all territories, although the Robotnik name is still acknowledged. Sonic games traditionally follow Sonic's efforts to stop Eggman, who schemes to obtain the Chaos Emeralds, 7 emeralds with mystical powers. The emeralds can turn thoughts into power, warp time and space with a technique called chaos control, give energy to living things, and be used to create nuclear or laser-based weaponry. They typically act as MacGuffins in the stories. Eggman seeks the emeralds in his quest to conquer the world, and traps animals in aggressive robots and prison capsules. Because Sonic Team was inspired by the culture of the 1990s, Sonic features environmental themes. Sonic represents nature, while Eggman represents machinery and development, a play on the then-growing debate between environmentalists and developers. Much of the supporting cast was introduced in the succeeding games for the Genesis and its add-ons. Sonic 2 introduced Sonic's sidekick Miles Tails Prower, a fox who can fly using his two tails. Sonic CD introduced Amy Rose, a pink hedgehog, and Sonic's self-proclaimed girlfriend, and Metal Sonic, a robotic doppelganger of Sonic created by Eggman. Sonic 3 introduced Sonic's rival Knuckles, a red Echidna, and the guardian of the Master Emerald. The Master Emerald, introduced in Sonic and Knuckles, controls the power of the Chaos Emeralds. Knuckles' Chaotix introduced the Chaotix, a group comprising Espio the Chameleon, Vector the Crocodile, and Charmy Bee. A number of characters introduced during this period, such as Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel from Sega Sonic the Hedgehog and Fang the Sniper from Sonic Triple Trouble 1994, faded into obscurity, although they sometimes reappear. During Sonic Adventure's development, Sonic Team discovered that the relatively simple character designs did not suit a 3D environment. The art style was modernized to alter the characters' proportions and make them appeal to Western audiences. Since Sonic Adventure, the series cast has expanded. Notable characters include Big, a large cat who fishes for his pet frog, the M-100 series of robots, Shadow, a brooding black hedgehog, Rouge, a treasure-hunting bat, Blaze, a cat from an alternate dimension, and Silver, a telekinetic hedgehog from the future. The KO creatures function as digital pets and minor gameplay elements, and Wisp creatures function as power-ups. Flicky, the blue bird from Sega's 1984 arcade game, appears in several Sonic games, most notably 3D Blast. Some Sonic characters have featured in spin-off games. Eggman is the featured character of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, a Western localization of Puyo Puyo. Sega replaced the Puyo Puyo characters with Sonic characters because it feared Puyo Puyo would not be popular with a Western audience. In 1995, Sega released the Knuckles spin-off Knuckles Chaotix for the 32X and two Tails spin-offs for Game Gear, Tails Sky Patrol a scrolling shooter and Tails Adventure a Metroidvania game. Shadow the Hedgehog 2005 was developed in response to the Shadow character's popularity and to introduce gun action gameplay to the franchise. Izuka has said that future spin-offs, such as sequels to Knuckles Chaotix and Shadow the Hedgehog or a Big the Cat game, remain possibilities. Gameplay, a gameplay, a gameplay, a gameplay, a gameplay, a gameplay. The Sonic series is characterized by speed-based platforming gameplay. Controlling the player character, the player navigates a series of levels at high speeds while jumping between platforms, fighting enemies and bosses, and avoiding obstacles. The series contains both 2D and 3D games. 2D entries generally feature simple, pinball-like gameplay with jumping and attacking controlled by a single button and branching level paths that require memorization to maintain speed. Meanwhile, 3D entries tend to be more linear in design, feature various level objectives, different movesets, and allow players to upgrade and customize the playable character. Games since Sonic Unleashed have blended 2D and 3D gameplay, with the camera shifting between side-scrolling and third-person perspectives. One distinctive game mechanic of Sonic games are collectible golden rings spread throughout levels, which act as a form of health. Players possessing rings can survive upon sustaining damage, but the rings are scattered and the player has a short amount of time to recollect some of them before they disappear. Collecting 100 rings usually rewards the player an extra life. Rings have other uses in certain games, such as currency in Sonic 6, restoring health bars in Sonic Unleashed, or improving statistics in Sonic Riders. Levels in Sonic games feature elements such as slopes, bottomless pits, and vertical loops. Springs, springboards, and dash panels are scattered throughout and catapult the player. Checkpoints serve other uses in various games, such as entering bonus stages. Some settings, most notably Green Hill Zone, recur throughout the series. The series contains numerous power-ups, which are held in boxes that appear throughout levels. An icon indicates what it contains, and the player releases the item by destroying the box. Common items in boxes include rings, a shield, invincibility, high speed, and extra lives. Sonic Colors introduces the Wisps, a race of extraterrestrial creatures that act as power-ups. Each wisp has its own special ability corresponding to its color. For instance, yellow wisps allow players to drill underground and find otherwise inaccessible areas. In most Sonic games, the goal is to collect the Chaos Emeralds. The player is required to collect them all to defeat Eggman and achieve the game's good endings. Sonic games that do not feature the Chaos Emeralds, such as Sonic CD, feature different collectibles that otherwise function the same. Players find the emeralds by entering portals, opening portals using 50 rings, or scouting them within levels themselves. Sometimes, the emeralds are collected automatically as the story progresses. By collecting the emeralds, players are rewarded with their character's super form and can activate it by collecting 50 rings in a stage. The super transformations grant the player character more speed, a farther jump, and invincibility, but their ring count drains by the second the transformation lasts until all the rings have been used. Some games require the player to collect all the Chaos Emeralds to reach the final boss. Sonic games often share basic gameplay, but some have game mechanics that distinguish them from others. For instance, Knuckles' Hiatus is similar to previous entries in the series, but introduces a partner system whereby the player is connected to another character via tether. The tether behaves like a rubber band and must be used to maneuver the characters. Sonic Unleashed introduces the Werehog, a beat-em-up gameplay style in which Sonic transforms into a werewolf-like beast and must fight enemies using brute strength. Both the Sonic Storybook games feature unique concepts. Secret Rings is controlled exclusively using the Wii Remote's motion detection, which Black Knight incorporates hack and slash gameplay. While some games feature Sonic as the only playable character, others feature multiple, who have alternate movesets and storylines. For instance, in Sonic and Knuckles, Knuckles goes through the same levels as Sonic, but his story is different. He explores different parts of the levels and certain areas are more difficult. Many Sonic games contain multiplayer and cooperative gameplay, beginning with Sonic the Hedgehog 2. In some games, if the player chooses to control Sonic and Tails together, a second player can join at any time and control Tails separately. Sonic games also feature a split-screen competitive mode in which two players race to the end of the stage. Music. For the original Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega commissioned Masato Nakamura, bassist and songwriter of the J-pop band Dreams Come True, to compose the soundtrack. Nakamura returned to compose Sonic 2's soundtrack. Dreams Come True owns the rights to Nakamura's score, which created problems when the Sonic Spinball team used his Sonic theme music without permission. For Sonic CD, 2 soundtracks were composed. The original, featured in the Japanese and European releases, was composed by Naofumi Hataya and Masafumi Agata, while the North American score was composed by Spencer Nilsson, David Young, and Mark Crew. A number of composers contributed to the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 score, including Sega sound staff and independent contractors recruited to finish the game on schedule. According to conflicting sources, American pop musician Michael Jackson, a Sonic fan, composed music for Sonic 3. Oshima and Hector said Jackson's involvement was terminated and his music removed following the first allegations of sexual abuse against him, but composers involved with the project said his contributions remained. Sonic 3 was the first Sonic game composer Jun Senao worked on. Senao has composed the music for many Sonic games since Sonic 3D Blast, often with his band Crush 40, which he formed with Hardline vocalist Johnny Gioli. While the Genesis Sonic soundtracks were characterized by electropop, Senao's scores typically feature funk and rock music. Tomoya Otani has been the series' sound director since Sonic the Hedgehog in 2006, and was the lead composer for that game, Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, Sonic Lost World, Sonic Runners, and Sonic Forces. Otani said he attempts to express through music the greatest features each game has, citing the diverse and energetic score of Sonic Unleashed and the more science fiction style score of Sonic Colors as examples. Other composers who have contributed to Sonic games include Richard Jack and Heidi Naganuma. T. Lopes, known for releasing unofficial remixes of Sonic tracks on YouTube, was the lead composer for Sonic Mania and a contributor to Team Sonic Racing. The main theme of the 2006 Sonic the Hedgehog was performed by Ali Tabatabi and Matty Louise of the band Zebrahead, while Akin remixed Sweet 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 for its soundtrack. Hoobastank lead singer Doug Robb performed the main theme of Sonic Forces. Other media, 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 animation. Sega approached the American broadcasting company ABC in 1992 about producing two television series, a syndicated show for the after-school audience and a Saturday morning cartoon based on Sonic. Kalinske had seen how instrumental the launch of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe cartoon series was to the success of the toy line during his time at Mattel, and believed that success could be recreated using Sonic. The two cartoons, The Syndicated Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog 1993 and ABC Sonic the Hedgehog 1993-1994, were produced by DIC Entertainment. DIC also produced a Sonic Christmas Special in 1996 and Sonic Underground in 1999 to promote Sonic Adventure. DIC Sonic adaptations are generally not held in high regard. Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog comprises 65 episodes overseen by Ren and Stimpy director Kent Butterworth and features slapstick humor in the vein of Looney Tunes. The 26-episode Sonic the Hedgehog, commonly called Sonic Sat Aim, features a bleak setting in which Eggman has conquered the world. The series was cancelled after 2 seasons. Sonic Underground was planned to last 65 episodes, but only 40 were produced. The series follows Sonic and his siblings Manic and Sanyu, who use the power of music to fight Eggman and reunite with their mother. In all 3 DC series, Sonic is voiced by Family Matters star Jaleel White. In Japan, Sega and Sonic Team collaborated with Studio Pirate to produce a 2-part original video animation OVA, Sonic the Hedgehog, released direct-to-video in Japan in 1996. To coincide with Sonic Adventure's Western release in 1999, ADV Films released the OVA in North America as a 55-minute film, Sonic the Hedgehog. The movie, produced with input from Naka and Oshima, the OVA is loosely based on Sonic CD, with elements from Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and 3, and recounts Sonic's efforts to stop a generator taken over by Eggman from exploding and destroying their world. Patrick Lee of the AV Clubs said the OVA was the only cartoon to adapt the look, sound, and feel of the Sonic games, with familiar scenes and music. Sonic X, an anime series produced by TMS Entertainment and overseen by Naka, ran for 3 seasons, 78 episodes from 2003 to 2006. While previous series episodes feature self-contained plots, Sonic X tells a single serialized story. The Sonic cast teleports from their home planet to Earth during a scuffle with Eggman, where they meet a human boy, Chris Thorndike. Throughout the course of the series, Sonic and his friends attempt to return to their world while fighting Eggman. The second season adapts the Sonic Adventure games and Sonic Battle, while the third season sees the friends return with Chris to their world, where they enter outer space and fight an army of aliens. Some critics enjoyed Sonic X while others disliked it. Although it suffered from poor ratings in Japan, Sonic X consistently topped ratings for its time slot in the US and France. Sonic Boom, a computer-animated series produced by Sega and Genau Productions, premiered on Cartoon Network in November 2014. It features a satirical take on the Sonic mythos, and the franchise's cast was redesigned for it. According to Izuka, Sonic Boom came about as a desire to appeal more to Western audiences, and it ran parallel with the main Sonic franchise. Sonic Boom lasted for 2 seasons, and the last episode aired in 2017. In May 2020, Sega brand officer Ivo Jurskovic stated that no further episodes of Sonic Boom would be produced. To promote the release of Sonic Mania Plus 2018, a 5-part series of animated shorts, Sonic Mania Adventures, was released on the Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube channel between March 30 and July 17, 2018. The series depicts Sonic's return to his world following the events of Sonic Forces, teaming up with his friends to prevent Eggman and Metal Sonic from collecting the Chaos Emeralds and Master Emerald. An additional Christmas-themed episode was released on December 21, 2018. The shorts were written and directed by Tyson Hess, who created Sonic Mania's opening cutscene. Similarly, Hess produced a 2-part animated series to tie in with the release of Team Sonic Racing in 2019. Sonic and Tails also appeared as guest stars in OKKO Let's Be Heroes in August 2019. Sonic Prime, a computer-animated Sonic series, is in development at Netflix. The series is co-produced by Netflix Animation, Sega of America, Wild Brain Studios, and Man of Action Entertainment, and is scheduled to premiere in 2022. Comics. Shogakukan published a Sonic the Hedgehog manga series in its Shogaku Yonensei magazine, beginning in 1992. Written by Kenji Terada and illustrated by Sango Norimoto. It follows a sweet but cowardly young hedgehog named Mickey, whose alter ego is the cocky, heroic Sonic. According to character artist Kazuyuki Hoshino, the manga was part of Sega's promotional strategy. The Sonic design team worked with Shogakukan to create new characters. Amy Rose and Charmy originated in the manga before appearing in the games. The longest-running Sonic-based publication is the 290-issue Sonic the Hedgehog, an American comic book published by Archie Comics from 1993 until its cancellation in 2017. Archie also published a number of spin-offs, such as Knuckles the Echidna 1997-2000 and Sonic Universe 2009-2017. Archie's comic drew its premise from the Sonic the Hedgehog television series, with Sonic and a resistance force fighting the dictator Eggman. Originally written as a straightforward, light-hearted action comedy, Sonic the Hedgehog became more dramatic after Ken Penders began writing it with issue #11. Penders remained the head writer for the following 150 issues and developed an elaborate lore unique to the series. Ian Flynn became head writer in 2006 and remained until the series cancellation. Following a legal battle with Penders over ownership of characters he created, in 2013 the series was rebooted, leaving only characters introduced in the games or which predated Penders' run. In 2008, Guinness World Records recognized Archie's Sonic the Hedgehog as the longest-running comic based on a video game, and by 2016 it was one of the longest-running American comics in the market. While Archie planned to publish at least 4 issues beyond #290, in January 2017 the series went on an abrupt hiatus, and in July, Sega announced it was ending its business relationship with Archie in favor of a new partnership with IDW Publishing. IDW Sonic comic began in April 2018. Although the creative teams from the Archie series, such as Flynn, returned, the IDW series is set in a different continuity. Flynn said the IDW series differs from the Archie comic in that it draws from the games for stories, with the first story arc set after the events of Sonic Forces. Fans continued the Archie series unofficially, including finishing unpublished issues. While Penders is using the characters, he gained ownership for a graphic novel, The Lara Sue Chronicles. Sonic the Comic, a British comic published by Fleetway Publications, ran for 223 issues from 1993 to 2002. Contributors included Richard Elson, Nigel Kitching, Andy Diggle, and Nigel Dobbin. It featured stories aimed at children in addition to news and review sections. Although it adapted the stories of the games, the writers established their own lore. The final story arc was a loose adaptation of Sonic Adventure in 2000, followed by 39 issues reprinting old stories. Following the series cancellation, fans started Sonic the Comic Online, an unofficial webcomic that continues the stories. Live-action films. In August 1994, Sega of America signed a deal with Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer Pictures and Trilogy Entertainment to produce a live-action animated film to tie in with Sonic X-treme. In May 1995, screenwriter Richard Jefferies pitched a treatment, Sonic the Hedgehog: Wonders of the World, to Sega. The treatment saw Sonic and Eggman escape from Sonic X-treme into the real world, and Sonic collaborate with a boy to stop Eggman. No agreement was reached and the film was cancelled. Jefferies, with permission from Sega, pitched his treatment to DreamWorks Animation, but it was rejected. Sonic the Hedgehog 2020. In 2013, Sony Pictures Entertainment acquired the Sonic film rights, and in June 2014 announced it would produce a Sonic film as a joint venture with Sega's Marza Animation Planet. Neil H. Moritz was attached to produce under his original film banner, alongside Teichi Ito, Mai Onishi, and Toru Nakahara. In February 2016, Sega CEO Hajime Satomi stated the film was scheduled for 2018. Blur Studios' Tim Miller and Jeff Fowler were hired the following October to develop the film. Fowler would make his feature directorial debut, while both would executive produce. In October 2017, Paramount Pictures acquired the rights after Sony put the film into turnaround. However, most of the production team remained unchanged, and principal photography began in September 2018 in Ladysmith, British Columbia. The film, written by Patrick Casey and Josh Miller, follows Sonic, voiced by Ben Schwartz, as he journeys to San Francisco with a small-town cop James Marston so he can escape Eggman Jim Carrey and collect his missing rings. Additional cast members include Tika Sumpter, Adam Pally, and Neil McDonough, while Colleen O'Shaughnessy reprises her voice role as Tails from the games for a mid-credits scene cameo. Sonic was initially redesigned so he would be more realistic, with fur, new running shoes, two separate eyes, and a more human-like physique. Sonic's redesign was met with backlash. It was criticized for not resembling the game design and described as evoking an uncanny valley type of repulsive response from viewers. As such, the design was revised to better resemble the original. Paramount originally scheduled Sonic the Hedgehog for a November 8, 2019 release, but delayed it to February 14, 2020, to accommodate the redesign. The film received generally positive reviews from critics who felt it exceeded the low expectations typically associated with video game-based films. Carrey's performance, in particular, was praised. Criticism was directed at a perceived lack of originality or ambition, and while Sonic's second redesign was praised, some felt it set a negative precedent for the film industry by giving fans the power to influence the filmmakers. With an estimated budget of $81.95 million, the film grossed over $310 million worldwide, becoming the sixth highest grossing film of 2020. In March, it became the highest grossing film based on a video game in U.S. box office history. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 2022. In March 2020, Marston announced that he had signed on for sequels to the Sonic film. A sequel was announced to be in development the following May. Much of the crew, including Fowler, Casey, and Josh Miller, are set to return. Fowler said that since the first film was an origin story for Sonic and Eggman, a sequel would introduce more elements from the video games, such as Super Sonic and the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is scheduled for release on April 8, 2022. Merchandise. Licensed Sonic merchandise includes books, clothing, soundtracks, board games, and toys such as figures and plushes. Sega and McDonald's collaborated for Sonic-themed Happy Meal promotions in 1994 for Sonic 3 and in 2004 for Sonic Heroes. By 2004, the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise had generated more than $1 billion in licensed merchandise sales. First for Figures has produced a large number of vinyl and resin Sonic figures since 2008. In January 2012, Sega and RHM Solutions opened an online Sonic store, while PlayStation Gear began selling Sonic items in December 2017. Reception and legacy. Commentary. The Sonic platformers released during the 1990s were acclaimed and have been listed among the greatest video games of all time. Sonic was touted as a faster, cooler alternative to Nintendo's contemporary Mario game Super Mario World 1990. According to Kotaku's Elani Stewart, Sonic's rebellious character was representative of the culture of the 1990s, when the idea of individual rebellion seemed inextricably linked to consumer culture. Writing in The Guardian, Keith Stewart observed that Sonic the Hedgehog's emphasis on speed departed from accepted precepts of game design, requiring that players learn through repetition rather than observation, as the levels aren't designed to be seen or even understood in one playthrough. Sonic 2, Sonic CD, Sonic 3, and Sonic and Knuckles were praised for building on the first game's formula. In 1996, Next Generation described the Genesis games as the zeitgeist of the 16-bit era. After the uneventful Saturn era, the series found renewed popularity during the sixth generation of video game consoles. Sonic Adventure, though criticized for its glitches and camera system, was acclaimed for its visuals, spectacle, and varied gameplay. Sonic Adventure 2 was met with similar praise. However, journalists began to feel the series was straying from its roots, with some commenting that Sonic Adventure failed to reinvent Sonic for the 3D era, as Super Mario 64 had for Mario. Stewart argued that Sonic Adventure's addition of voice acting and greater focus on plot changed Sonic into a flat. Evans Thirlwell summarized further 3D Sonic games as 20-odd years of slowly accumulating bullshit. Although reviews for Sonic Heroes were mostly favorable, Stewart said this was when the focus on story and cutscenes became unbearable. The decline continued with Shadow the Hedgehog, widely criticized as a misguided attempt to bring a sense of maturity to the franchise, and reached its climax with the critically panned Sonic 6. Sonic Mania developer Christian Whitehead said that the changes to the Sonic formula stemmed from a perhaps misplaced desire to continue to push Sonic as a AA brand. Writing for Destructoid, Jim Sterling said Hyperbole states that we haven't had a good Sonic game since Sonic Adventure, which really betrays how much we gamers ignore the handheld market. In the wake of the 2006 Sonic the Hedgehog, Brett Elston of Games Radar Plus said that Sonic Rush Adventure managed to keep the series' spirit alive. While Sonic Unleashed was criticized for its addition of beat-em-up gameplay, which IGN Hillary Goldstein bemoaned had nothing to do with Sonic whatsoever, its speed-based platforming levels were widely praised. Critics suggested that the game would have been better received if it had focused on them. In October 2010, Sega delisted Sonic games with average. Under Weber, the account at Sonic Hedgehog became renowned for posting internet memes and making self-deprecating comments about the Sonic franchise's critical decline. According to Allegra Frank of Polygon, Weber had an important effect on the franchise, cultivating a new persona for the character, one that has created a renewed sense of hope. The announcement of Sonic Mania in 2016 brought further hope for the Sonic franchise's future. Journalists described it as a true continuation of the Genesis games, succeeding where previous Sonic games such as Sonic Rush and Sonic 4 had failed. It became the best-reviewed Sonic game in 15 years upon its August 2017 release. Matt Espiley of GameSpot summarized it exceeding expectations of what a new game in the franchise can look and play like. managing to simultaneously be a charming celebration of the past and a natural progression of the series' classic 2D formula. Many called it one of the best games in the series and expressed excitement for Sonic's future, although Sonic Forces, released a few months later, received mixed reviews. Sales. Sonic the Hedgehog is one of the best-selling video game franchises. The series' cumulative sales reached 89 million units by March 2011 and over 140 million by 2016. The Mario and Sonic series alone sold over 19 million units as of 2011. The Sonic the Hedgehog video games grossed over $5 billion in sales by 2014 and over $6 billion as of 2020. Series sales and free-to-play mobile game downloads totaled 920 million units by 2019 and over 1.14 billion units by 2020. In 1993, Sonic was tied with Mario as the highest-earning entertainment personalities of the year, each generating $500 million, $900 million adjusted for inflation in digital game sales that year. Individual Sonic games have been bestsellers as well. The original game is the best-selling Genesis game, while Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is the best-selling Game Gear game, Sonic CD is the best-selling Sega CD game, and Sonic Adventure is the best-selling Dreamcast game. Sonic Adventure 2 is the 8th best-selling GameCube game in the US and the best-selling GameCube game that was not published by Nintendo. In terms of sales revenue, the original Sonic the Hedgehog earned over $400 million by 1997, $760 million adjusted for inflation, while Sonic the Hedgehog 2 grossed $450 million in 1992, $830 million adjusted for inflation. Effect on the industry. Primarily because of its Genesis bundling, Sonic the Hedgehog contributed greatly to the console's popularity in North America. Between October and December 1991, the Genesis outsold its chief competitor, the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, by a 2-to-1 ratio. At its January 1992 peak, Sega held 65% of the market for 16-bit consoles. Although Nintendo eventually reclaimed the number one position, it was the first time since December 1985 that Nintendo had not led the console market. 1UP credited Sonic for turning the course of the 16-bit console wars, helping make Sega a dominant player and industry giant. During the 16-bit era, Sonic inspired similar platformers starring animal mascots, including the Bubsy series, Aero the Acro, Bet 1993, James Pond 3 1993, Earthworm Jim 1994, and Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel 1994. Animal with Attitude games carried over to the 3D era, with the developers of Gex 1995 and Crash Bandicoot 1996 citing Sonic as a major inspiration. According to Levi Buchanan of IGN, Sonic inspired so many of these copycats that they practically became an entire subgenre for the platformer. Thorpe commented that it's hard to keep track of how many programmers have cited Sonic the Hedgehog as a bar against which they have measured their own work, while Phil Hornshaw of Complex noted that few animal mascot characters achieved the same success as Sonic. Regarding the series' influence on the video game industry, Thorpe wrote, "Every E3 conference did can be traced back to the console war that truly fired up when Sonic and Mario were put side by side. Every time console games have pushed to obtain an older target age group, that's something that Sonic was on the leading edge of, and broadening demographics has been important to the growth of the games industry, whether for reasons of content or appeal." 5 years prior to the coordinated international launch of Sonic 2, your gaming experience depended heavily on where you lived. These days, with same-day global launches and region-free consoles, that seems like a lifetime ago. And of course, every time you buy DLC, you might want to spare a thought for Sonic and Knuckles. And of course, all of that is to say nothing of the legion of mascot platform games that came in the wake of the Sonic series. Crossovers. Outside the Sonic series, Sonic appears in other Sonic team games as a playable character in Christmas Nights 1996, a power-up in Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg 2003, and in a cameo in the 2008 Wii version of Samba de Amigo 1999. Sonic characters also feature in the Sega All-Stars series, which includes Sega Superstars 2004, Sega Superstars Tennis 2008, and Sumo Digital's kart racing games Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing 2010 and Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed 2012. Since 2007, Sega has collaborated with former rival Nintendo to produce Mario and Sonic, an Olympic Games-themed crossover with the Mario franchise. The first Mario and Sonic game was released in 2007 for the Wii and in 2008 for the DS to tie in with the 2008 Summer Olympics. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, based on the 2010 Winter Olympics, was released in 2010 for the Wii and DS, and Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games, based on the 2012 Summer Olympics, was released for the Wii in 2011 and the 3DS in 2012. The fourth game, 2013's Mario and Sonic at the Sochi 2014 Olympic Winter Games, was exclusive to the Wii U, but the following game, Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games 2016, was released on both the Wii U and 3DS. After a brief hiatus, the series made a return in 2019 with Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 for the Switch, based on the 2020 Summer Olympics. Sonic appears as a playable character in Nintendo's Super Smash Bros. Crossover fighting games, beginning with Super Smash Bros. Brawl in 2008. Alongside Solid Snake from Konami's Metal Gear franchise, Sonic was the first non-Nintendo character to appear in Smash. He was considered for inclusion in Super Smash Bros. Melee 2001, but the game was too close to completion, so his introduction was delayed until Brawl. He returned in the sequels Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U 2014 and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 2018. Shadow and Knuckles appear in Smash as non-playable characters, while Tails and Knuckles costumes are available for players' via avatars. A Sonic Amiibo figurine was released for the Smash games and is also compatible with Mario Kart 8 2014, Super Mario Maker 2015, and Yoshi's Woolly World 2015. In June 2015, characters from the Angry Birds RPG Angry Birds Epic 2014 appeared as playable characters in Sonic Dash during a 3-week promotion, while Sonic was added to Angry Birds Epic as a playable character the following September. Similar crossovers with the Sanrio characters Hello Kitty, Bad Smaru My Melody, and Chococat, and the Namco game Pac-Man took place in December 2016 and February 2018. In November 2016, a Sonic expansion pack was released for the Toys to Life game LEGO Dimensions 2015. The pack includes Sonic as a playable character, in addition to Sonic levels and vehicles. Cultural impact. One of the world's most popular video game characters, by 1992 Sonic was more recognizable to children ages 6 to 11 than Disney's Mickey Mouse. In 1993, Sonic became the first video game character to have a balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and was one of the 4 characters inducted on the Walk of Game in 2005, alongside Mario, Link, and Master Chief. One of a class of genes involved in fruit fly embryonic development, called hedgehog genes, was named Sonic Hedgehog after the character. Additionally, a Japanese team developing the radio and plasma wave investigation (RPWI) instrumentation for the Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer spacecraft, to be launched by ESA and Airbus in 2022, received approval to use Sonic as the mascot. Sonic and Eggman appear as minor characters in the Walt Disney Animation Studios films Wreck-It Ralph 2012 and Ralph Breaks the Internet 2018, while Sonic makes a cameo in Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One 2018. The franchise is known for its eccentric and passionate fandom, which produces unofficial media including fangames, fan fiction, modifications and ROM hacks of existing games, fan films, and fan art. Katie McCarthy of US Gamer noted that many fans have continued to support the series in spite of poorly received games like the 2006 Sonic the Hedgehog, and credited the fandom with helping maintain public interest in the franchise. Notable Sonic fangames include Sonic After the Sequel 2013, set between the events of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and 3, and Sonic Dreams Collection 2015, which satirizes the series' fandom. Sonic Mania's development team included individuals who had worked on Sonic ROM hacks and fangames, while Iizuka said the character customization system in Sonic Forces was influenced by the Sonic community's tendency to create original characters. Summer of Sonic, an annual fan convention dedicated to the Sonic series and hosted in the United Kingdom, was founded by Sven Josseline and Adam Tuff and first held in 2008. Sonic has inspired various internet memes which have been acknowledged by Sega and referenced in games. Sonic Hedgehog, a crude Sonic drawn in Microsoft Paint, originated in 2010, typically. The meme uses one of Sonic's catchphrases, but with poor grammar. The Sonic Twitter account has made numerous references to it, and it appeared in official downloadable content for Sonic Forces on in-game shirts, and as a visual gag in the Sonic the Hedgehog film. Sonic also inspired similar memes and parodies, and was described by William Moo of Sci-Fi Wire as perfect proof of the twisted love and appreciation many have for Sonic. In January 2018, players flooded the virtual reality game VR chat with avatars depicting Ugandan Knuckles, a deformed version of Knuckles the Echidna. The character stemmed from a 2017 review of Sonic Lost World by YouTube user Gregzilla, as well as fans of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds streamer Forsen, who often reference the African country Uganda. The Ugandan Knuckles meme was controversial for its perceived racial insensitivity, and the creator of the avatar expressed regret over how it was used. In response, the Sonic Twitter account encouraged players to respect others and donate to a Ugandan charity through global giving. The Sonic Hedgehog gene, first identified for its role in fruit fly embryonic development, was named after Sonic the Hedgehog by Robert Riddle, then a postdoctoral fellow at the Tabin Lab, when his wife Betsy Wilder came home with a gaming magazine containing an advert for the video game. A mutation in the gene causes fly larvae to bear spiky denticles, reminiscent of the hedgehog.